Good morning, Tuvalu, and welcome back to Doctor Who, Series 5, Episode 6, The Vampires of Venice, where, once again, I am joined by my brother, Caden.
Hello.
Hello, and, I had something. We were talking before the stream, and I had a thing to continue. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, you still haven't listened to the audios? That was it. I've been listening, going way out of sequence, to a lot of just terrible, like, old comics of Doctor Who, like the TV comics and some stuff like that. And so because TARDIS Guide, basically, to complete more stories. They're nice and quick, and I've started rebalancing it because my average score is at risk of falling below 3.0. And I've started re-listening to some great Doctor Who to rate it. So I've been going back to the War Master set. That was what I was going to tell you about. That's a wonderful set. The first two stories are a little on the average, but then it ramps up into 4.5 and 5 stars and basically stays there for the entire range.
Wow.
Why is my gain so messed up? Hello, Bueller.
Hello.
Bueller. Why?
What? Oh, you got quiet.
Okay.
Oh.
I did. I turned my gain is at max. Hang on, what's wrong? I don't know. My gain is at max, and I'm not peaking on the audio. I might. That's worrying. But yeah, today, if you don't know what we are doing, we are basically doing I was trying to read chat and do the intro. We're basically doing a Caden audio commentary. There we go. Recording an audio commentary live. Where we're gonna ramble a bit first so people can get set up, but God, I totally lost. This is Stephen O'Neill's fault. I was reading chat. I'm gonna put it all on them. For legal reasons, I can't just stream an episode of Doctor Who. So in a little bit, we're gonna do a countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There'll be this blurred version in the background and the time bar on screen as always. For Doctor Who, this is a little bit of a problem because there are basically 3 versions of every Doctor Who story in this era. Come to think of it, actually, I think the Amy intro is only this season. It'll be funny if it's next season. But there's the UK version. There's the American version, which is exactly the same, but 4% faster. That's what we're watching. It's about 4%. And then there's the American version, but with the extra intro of Amy talking about her imaginary friend or something after the cold open, but before the title sequence. Generally, streaming services will have the American version, but I don't remember if anyone is even streaming Doctor Who right now, so who knows? Who knows? Caden, you got anything? Before we get into more related things. Absolutely,
I can't say that I do.
Nothing happened to you this week. Got it. I don't think I did anything. I'm back at work after being on leave, so that's dull.
How exciting.
Yeah, nothing happens in my life anymore. It's sad. Sad times.
Yeah. I just sit around waiting for the next stream every week,
I mean, I don't know who needs the extra time to prep realistically. But I feel like we got to give him a little bit more time. I don't think anything's happened in Doctor Who news. Doctor Who news. Straight into Google. Masterpiece Netflix show with Doctor Who star is the perfect binge watch. 9 hours ago from Daily Express. So there you go. Apparently Masterpiece has a Doctor Who actor and it's a perfect binge watch on Netflix. That's the news today.
Big news.
This is the worst stream. Scrap it. Scrap the whole stream. I think I'll just go straight into introducing the episode then. The Vampires of Venice. This one did not give me a lot to work with. This one
I would love to know.
Is obviously about vampires, and it is set in Venice. Old-timey Venice, what you probably think of when you think about Venice, And the doctor basically arrives, and he finds that maybe 10% of people in Venice are just like vampires, dressed like, the what's his face, the Count Dooku classic vampire. Christopher Lee, that's his name, like with the big fangs and the coat. They got
Yeah.
umbrellas, cause for the sun. Um, but yeah, no one seems to care though, right? Because this is basically an episode exploring the idea of vampires peacefully integrating into a society. The vampires, of course, classic enemies of the Time Lords. Deep lore there. It like that. That sound. They actually are.
I
That
recall
sounded
this. Yeah.
joking. Yeah, but so the Doctor's a bit of a racist about it, but they're like, they get their blood from like maybe some Renaissance hospitals at like blood donations, or like maybe they eat like Renaissance tampons, or like maybe they, it's all about just peaceful integration. If like your roof is broken, they can just like fly up and turn into a bat and fix it,
That's helpful.
and
Yeah.
it's all just about exploring the concept of ways to peacefully integrate vampires into society, because like, they're just necessite carnivores. They didn't choose to drink blood, and just because they have to drink
They were
blood,
born like that.
that doesn't make them bad. Like they're not bad people. That's what the episode is about.
But this sounds like it could be a wholesome episode, a
Yeah.
feel good watch.
I used to talk a lot, like at work, when I was at McDonald's, so we had those headsets, and with my wife about peacefully integrating vampires into society, which is basically where this episode comes from. Because I feel like you could do it. Yeah, I mean, look at Twilight. I think they did it. I don't think the vampires were evil in Twilight. I don't think so.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. But I don't think they were. I think they just went to school and like did math homework. That's what Twilight's about, right? Why do I sound good to you? My audio is just so
You do sound good to me, yeah.
quiet. Hang on, this is gonna sound weird. There we go. Is this better? Is this worse? No difference?
It sounds the same to me.
All right, I'm gonna put it on. I took the cap. I don't know why I have to like really talk loud, and I'm like right up against the mic. This is good?
Yeah.
What? My mic might be dying, and I don't have a spare, so don't be surprised if these streams stop at some point for a little bit. I don't think they make the Blue Yeti anymore, do they? I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so quiet.
Really popular.
I'm touching the microphone right now with my mouth.
Touching the microphone makes it a little louder.
Just a little bit though, right?
It sounds worse.
Not. Yeah, but that's how. Man, I don't know. Hopefully, it's okay.
I think you sound good to me.
It's just a little rough on my voice. All right, we've probably dilly-dallied enough if we want to get going.
I'm prepared to feel good. I don't remember this episode really at all, I don't think, so, I believe you.
I remember liking it, but I don't, it's not, like a standout episode. I literally just get off listening to the Heavenly Paradigm, so maybe I'll be a little bit more critical of things that aren't exceptional. Have we been doing this so long that I swear we were doing reviews or watch-alongs at some point where I was listening to the War Master, and so everything seemed a little worse in comparison. Wasn't that a thing?
That might be true. You were talking about the War Master, I remember, forever ago.
The problem is, I got to this box set where, I know, that's right, being derailed. I got to the box set where, on the cover, it's got that Torchwood guy. I don't know his name. It's got the weird Torchwood guy on it. And I still haven't finished Torchwood. I haven't seen Children of Earth or Miracle Day. And so I didn't watch it, because I'm like, I'm going to finish Children of Earth. That'll be my push to get Children of Earth and Torchwood finished. I still haven't. But I probably will not do it for a long time, because I'll need like 6 hours to just get that season out of the way. But I was looking up on TARDIS Guide that character. I don't know his name. He's a weird Torchwood guy on the War Master set. And actually, he doesn't appear in Torchwood after season 2. So hilariously, I've actually already seen all of his Torchwood episodes. And by waiting, I've just forgotten like everything about him. He's just like some mysterious dude. And that's his entire character, as far as I recall. Billis Major, something like that. That's his name. But he does have more audio stories, but like I'm not going to listen to like 100 Torchwood audio stories just to do the War Master. Really great. Again, I just could not recommend the War Master range enough. There is like one box set I don't like, and that's the one with the other companions in it. I just find it too depressing. And then like basically everything else has at least one like 5 out of 5 story, usually more. Incredible range. Now it's probably time to get started for real.
I'm
As
prepped.
said before, we are going to do a countdown. It will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, everyone's going to hit play. I'm not even going to wake up my hard drive. I'm just going to trust. Trust in the hard drive.
That's
Hasn't been a problem
bold.
for ages. I know. 5. Okay, hang on. Brace yourselves. I have just remembered. I think I did the thing where I dragged the time bar to the left. Okay, no, wait. Okay, we're good. Before, remember when I did that, you would no longer get video. And I'm like, hang on, is this gonna work? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And let's actually put the blurred version of the episode in the background. I meant to up that blur because it's a little clear in HD, but I mean, I haven't been copyright struck, so it's probably fine. Oh, Caden, can you talk a bit?
Hello.
Okay, good. They can hear you.
You mentioned in your pre-episode that 10% of Venice was vampires. Yes.
About, yeah.
About 10, because Venice in 1580 had about a population of allegedly about 124,000 people, which
I
means
like
there's
the allegedly.
12,500 vampires in Venice.
But yeah, about 10%, you know.
That's just a lot of vampires. Good to have a number for that. 12,500. I recognize this. I recognize this lady.
I mean,
I
she's
think.
the spoilers, but she's the antagonist, so yeah.
I feel like right.
I like how I think her headdress is kind of like vaguely, classic vampire collar. Spoiler, I don't know why I would allude to vampires in the main antagonist's uniform. You know what? I would have loved an episode called Vampires of Venice where there was one guy who like just dressed and acted like the Sesame Street Count or something, but just wasn't a vampire,
Not
you know?
the
It'd be the sun right there. Yes! Blah, blah, blah.
I gotta turn this going to it. Yep,
Oh.
vampire.
Hey, Rory's finally
Rory!
here.
Oh yeah, we left off on a weird thing.
What? I don't
Yeah.
remember that at all. Rory's great. Remember, I really was actually impressed with Rory the first episode, so I'm excited to get her back. I might become Team Rory. How come we didn't get custom shirts for my wedding?
We should have.
You
It's a
didn't
big
even
fumble.
come to my bachelor party.
Was there one?
No. But you weren't there. Is it just me, or is the camera a little bit worse in this scene? I think it's the lighting.
Diabetic.
Yeah. I think the joke
like
is that
me.
she jumps out of cakes. Doesn't quite land. Sorry, I love the guy behind Rory, how horrified he is at this. Like, he probably paid for the cake. Poor Rory.
The doctor's really social awareness. This is time and place, doctor.
Yeah, we kind of gloss over this going forward. Well, not with Rory, but everyone else. I don't know. I feel like there'd be a bit. I mean, the wedding is, of course, a little weird, but come to think of it. Oh god, I gotta start talking about the universe reset if I go down this route. I'm just trying to think what this looks like from the friend's perspective. So Rory just like leaves the bachelor party, and then they like never see him until like the wedding or something. Look, I'm gonna put the universe reset in a box and ignore it for as long as possible. Yeah, that's the face
Okay,
you
so
should
yeah, now
have.
he's just back here. Oh, we did that.
Okay, is this time and a place again? This is actually worse. Oh wait, hang on. We're about to get the scene I hate. I'm gonna third wheel.
He's a relationship therapist. I suppose I kind of like that in concept.
I don't know. When Amy cheats on Rory, I feel like the original Olympics with a bunch of buff naked men is not the place to go after that. Oh, sorry, I just talked over the line I hate. There was a Tenant episode. Like, a lot of people love this dynamic between Rory and the Doctor in this scene, but I know there was that Tenant line I mentioned, but right here is where I think we start really getting in the idea that modern science is advanced enough you could feasibly understand the TARDIS. And
Mm.
also the idea that the TARDIS is basically just a teleporter to some other dimension, and both are terrible! They ruined the TARDIS, and I hate both those ideas. I mean, the first one to do it was the TV movie in the 90s. That was like some people could just understand the TARDIS, but no, it's a mystical box we can never understand that is legitimately bigger on the inside. Fight me. Right though? Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
I
one
like I
thing.
like it just being bigger on the inside.
This is like the one thing Russell T Davies and I just agree on. When he has Tennant, I mean, technically it's a Gareth Roberts script, but Tennant, Martha's asking what the TARDIS is like, and he's like, Martha, if I explained it, it would ruin the magic. Just like have fun with it. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, I think they were at the port, but this feels like a weird spot to check for papers. Is that Vincent van Gogh?
I had that thought in my brain. Okay, I'm not crazy.
This... Okay, God, this is gonna be hard. Doctor Who, Vincent van Gogh. That one's. They would have had to dye his beard. No, I don't think it is. Chat. I'm trying to. Hang on. Main actor Tony Curran. I don't think it's the same guy, but they
It
look
looks similar, but I
similar.
don't think so.
Uh, I don't think so. It's not mentioned on TARDIS Guide, so it's just a
Mhm.
similar looking guy. That's all right. CGI.
Yeah,
Water's a bit iffy, but they probably
I
didn't
like the setting.
actually go to Venice. But we're starting to get to the era where the CGI just like, yeah, that works.
Ooh, one of the 12,000.
12,001.
Who's this guy?
That was the brother guy, in
Oh,
the palace. I will say this episode, probably because it's actually in like the Royal Venetian Palace. Every time I watch this, it always reminds me of having to get into the Royal Venetian Palace in Assassin's Creed, which is just a fortress. You know, I've never thought about it before, but this school has a great reputation, but everyone sends their daughter and then, like, never sees them again. That part's kept under wraps, you know? Moisturize me. Love the purple door.
That's a good door. All the royal purple. It's nice.
Now I'm thirsty.
Very hydrated.
10%.
Brothers. Big family.
I wonder where they filmed this. This looks like somewhere on location, but
It's nice.
it's well done. I don't think they went to Venice, or you wouldn't have had a fake canal shot.
Yeah. We get Rory.
I do love Rory in his bachelor shirt in Venice. And Amy's skirt. Scandalous. Look, I'm kind of glad we're not addressing it at all. But I don't know. I feel like there should be a bit more about
Yeah.
Amy trying to
I
kiss
know
the
I made out with
doctor.
another guy, but let's not do this now.
Like, as I said,
Come
it
on.
serves the purpose of bringing Rory in and kind of establishes a sort of competitive relationship between him and the doctor for the moment, but there are other ways to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Just have Amy, I don't know, realize she wants Rory there or something after Angels.
Yeah.
It might be part of the oh my god, that's a phone. I might have come from Amy sorry, Moffat having written sitcoms. I feel like it's very much a sitcom thing to have that romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I
Is
think
Rory's
everyone
mission be okay?
understands. What?
Is Rory's? Oh, I guess he's a nurse. That does make sense, actually. Never mind. Rory was like, she'll be okay. How are you gonna know that, Rory?
Yeah, he's a nurse.
He's a nurse. How many nurses is that?
Well,
Doctor
Martha was
really
an
has a lot of
actual
nurse companions.
doctor.
Martha was a doctor.
Belinda was a
Belinda was a
nurse.
nurse. Rory's a nurse. He is a doctor. Okay, wait a minute. This makes sense.
I feel like I'm
The
forgetting
doctor has
someone.
nurse.
Ah. Chat, am I forgetting another doctor? Or is that they're doctors in the EU, but I feel like there's a TV one I'm forgetting. Harry Sullivan was a doctor. He's a classic. The blonde one didn't really get the memo of the girl from The Ring. Better question, why even have the mirror? That's not you.
Ooh.
William Hartnell, first doctor if you couldn't recognize him. It's been like 1,000 years since he renewed that library card, but it's still on his person.
Oh, they got scary.
He's like, he's just leaving.
Does it work one day?
Uh, at the end of the episodes. I actually like the scene where he learns the plan in this one. Poor Rory.
Oh,
Ow.
who's Doctor's friend?
Poor Rory. The guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did we zoom in on the map? I did not see the house.
This is a bad day for Rory. He was so excited to get married.
I mean, Amy and the doctor are definitely like in sync now.
Yeah.
It is kind of sudden for the sake of showing them being close to the doctor, but we're far enough in the season where I feel like, yeah, that's fine. Rory is great.
Huge quantities of explosives.
I don't think you do have a thing about guns and huge quantities of explosives being used against a door. It's not the stealth approach, but, you know.
Oh.
Damn.
Hmm.
Rory, it might be the point, but Rory the episode's really throwing him in the deep end here. It's so
Yeah.
fast, you can barely catch up. Poor Rory.
Oh, she's not a vampire. What?
That's right, I
Daleks.
lied. Outright fabrication. Daleks. Just wait till season 7. I'm convinced. It's not about the application, it's about the money with these fancy schools, you know? It's pretty good. I absolutely would have had them question Rory about that because I want to watch Rory try and justify how on earth you get that reference as a gondola driver in Venice.
I want to know where they got these clothes.
What it's the BBC. Oh, you mean where they in
No,
universe they got the
and
clothes?
Rory.
I'm
I
like
want to see them go
Renaissance
shopping.
period
Figure this out.
historicals are the BBC's bread and butter. Like the historical episodes always look amazing. Like as
Oh, yeah.
far
No,
back
really.
as
In
Doctor
reality,
Who
this was
goes.
shot in their storage room.
Yeah. No, I mean even from the beginning, the historical episodes always look the best. Because
Yeah.
that's just what the BBC does. It doesn't cost them any money to just go to their standing sets and wardrobes. This looks like the Harry Potter bedroom. Is this just what like boarding school rooms were in Europe? It's just a dentist's chair.
This is a dentistry school.
Yeah. That's why they get the teeth, you know? That's all it is. Also, it's really hard to do my makeup in the mirror in that room. Oh, that's where they got the clothes. There you go.
Okay. I love this.
I hope he kept it and like it's in a museum somewhere, you know? The TARDIS has a wardrobe, but like
Yeah.
screw that.
No, I've always wanted to see it.
We did with one of Tennant's episodes. I think it was his first one. Yeah. Because they play the song for 10 as he gets his outfit. That's where Tennant gets his
Mm.
from.
I'll always want an episode where it's all just the TARDIS.
There is one. It's this doctor.
Is that Journey to the Center of the TARDIS?
Believe it or not, it is. Believe it or not, yeah.
I'm hopeful.
I'm not. I will talk about it. I'm not as big a fan of the interior of that TARDIS, but you know. See, we gotta bring this up. Ah, he's getting used to it. Rory has his own solo Big Finish range.
Huh.
It's all right. He's the only one of these three who've done Big Finish.
Oh.
I kind of want Rory and the
No more
Doctor
than that.
Adventures. Yeah, she tried to do more. I don't know about that.
Because I was there's a horrible reason.
Well, it's a better reason if the scene was like better and like closer to the actual exhilaration of like having won and survived, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could see Matt Smith wearing his watch backwards. I feel like we talked about that on another stream and you
Yeah.
were wondering about it. It's just uncomfortable to have the watch face on your wrist. I know, I used to wear a watch. The only reason I don't is because the battery died. Come to think of it, I bought a bunch of weird batteries. I should find my watch.
What the heck?
Bigger on the inside. Is this the first instance of the Doctor's pockets being explicitly bigger on the inside? King of Sweden. Look, oh, it's for the IV. I'm like, I don't run a torture chamber, but I feel like I could get off of that hook.
Why does the light need to be green?
It's like developing a photo, becoming a vampire, you know?
Oh, got
If you
it.
get the light on, it just kind of goes wrong and you become a werewolf, and it's just not good. Actually, a legitimate reason, it might be so you can see the veins. They do that. When they have a thing now where they can like shine a special light and it really shows your veins. So that could be what that is. Or the atmosphere. But I think it's the vein thing. Do you think that guy's a vampire?
I think he's just getting paid nice.
You know, it's not my place to question. He just likes to watch. Do they?
Can't say I know.
I do like Rory.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing where I feel nowadays I'm not as interested in with the Doctor. But it's really working with Matt Smith specifically, or maybe it's just because it's new for now, that new take.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I'm definitely appreciating Rory a lot more on this rewatch.
I remember liking him.
Why is he?
10,000.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
that's not
hey,
accurate. 10%.
hey. What did I tell you?
What?
She kicked that thing.
Whoa, alien what the heck?
What?
That is not a vampire.
It
That
reminds
is
me
an
of
alien.
Abe from Abe's Odyssey, which, given how few people watch these videos, I would be amazed if that reference lands. You
Oh,
almost
that
laughed
was
like you knew it, no? Give him a Google.
Abe from Abe's Odyssey?
Yeah,
No.
give him a Google.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I know who this is.
Oh, you know what?
Pretty funny. Yeah.
I would have named the guy Charlie, and I would have had a Charlie bit my finger joke in here somewhere. He's not actually Venetian. You know, we could
How
be
cheap
named
that is.
whatever. Well, vampires are aliens, so you know. I don't know. I'd rather fight an alien than a vampire, you know?
Uh,
Well, like, vampires are, like, magic and stuff, and, you know, but, like, an alien's just a person, right?
well, magic is just things you don't. Magic is just a real thing you don't understand.
Well, like, I don't
Vampires, I
know. It
understand them a
seems
little bit.
dangerous fighting a vampire, but an alien's just, like, a bit of a blind bag, but it's just, like, some guy, you know? Oh, electric wood. Well, time for Capaldi, I guess. He must be finished.
Amy wouldn't love him anymore.
Amy and Capaldi would have been interesting. Love the look.
It's so good.
So, you wish that the companions dressed in historical outfits, do you? What if we dress the historical people in companion outfits?
I wouldn't tell him that, you know.
It's like, dang it. I told you this wouldn't work. I love how they. Well, I guess it's a dock, but I thought for a moment that that was literally just the, like, execution platform. I'm sure there's a door behind them we can't see, but this is how I would have come on, actually. Just swam here. Because it does not look like there's a door. You really should have, like, showed them what you look like, I guess.
Could have been, yeah. Good idea.
I don't know. I just feel like something could go wrong, you know? Like, what if you get it's slippery and you fall in the canal? Here's the scene I like. Do you just. I guess it's not as much of a fortress when the doctor needs to get in, though. I might just let most of the scene play. I love that that's what he uses the first question for. Come on, that was a freebie question.
Ooh, silence.
Look, if you're gonna be vague, I'm gonna be vague. Say, there you go. Everyone knows about the silence but the doctor.
He's been busy.
And everyone, you know what? I don't like the Chibnall era, but I do kind of respect that they do the same thing where everyone just suddenly knows about the Timeless Child because it's the season arc. But there is like one alien the season before it's the arc who just mentions it. And I kind of like that it's a little out of order like that, you know? Like sometimes they don't learn it at the convenient time. That's right. When we get to the 13th Doctor, someone's going to mention the Timeless Child, and it'll be like 20 episodes before we get back around to that. I think the Doctor was a general at this point. That's racist.
Devastating.
It's Abe from Abe's Odyssey. The children.
I want to know if Carlo's human or not.
Hang on. I mean, it's interesting rewatching the 11th Doctor because so much of Moffat at this point I feel is kind of like cliched, especially since to
Mm.
points Chibnall and now Davies haven't really moved on from that. But it's still very well done, and like these initial scenes that kind of do the cliche for the first time.
Yeah.
I still maintain it's not like, you know, one of the best episodes ever, but it's got plenty of good scenes and I think it's well done. Oh, so he's not human. Or sorry, he's not an alien, he is human. I think this is the only time we see a perception filter as like a device.
Yeah, he looks pretty stricken.
Is that his straw? Carlo's happy with a lot, but maybe he's just surprised. It can do that?
Oh.
Let's remember that, because I'm sure there'll be a hilarious point in the future where that would be convenient.
Aw. They switched.
Oh. I forgot about this scene. I don't think it does. I'm appreciating the father here in this scene who, off camera, just learned that his daughter died. What?
Just Rory's
We
hand.
love Rory. Bonk. Rory, do it to that guy too. You know, I forgot this story was written by Toby Whitehouse. That's what I was going to mention at the start.
Mm.
He's one who was thrown around a lot, is a potential next showrunner. It's interesting. I kind of agree, but when I look at Toby Whitehouse's scripts, it's mostly like, yeah, that's fine, and one or two, that's a really good one. So I always think it'd been an interesting could have been era
Mm.
for Toby Whitehouse. I do like
I
it.
know. I told he was going to say that.
Oh, that's just vandalism. Oh, nice. See, there's the Count Dracula one that I wanted. Why can they fly? 'Cause they're fish.
Hmm.
Okay, come on. We gotta get an explanation for that one.
Would be nice. Oh, there they are. Buxom.
I know I need to pull
I don't know
out
what
a
that means.
dictionary as well, but I think I know what he's getting at. And it's the weird split where like this doctor is so like asexual and oblivious, but also not. Depends what Moffat feels like. I also hope that this UV lamp is an archaeologist's project one day. We are not going to get an explanation for how they flew, are we?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Spoiler warning, but I'm pretty sure the climax involves the doctor at the
Oh,
top of a really tall building. So we're going to have to watch out for that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
dang.
We did set up that he owned a lot of gunpowder.
We did. Huh.
I like the music.
I was looking at the very obvious crease in that ball a
You
while
can
ago.
see a wire behind her throne as well in some of the scenes, which was
I
a
thought it
nice
was
little
a poorly
touch.
made prop.
Nice fish
That was a
person
little fish
gargoyle.
gargoyle.
Someone found that in the prop room. It's like, we gotta use this. Because look, there's no other gargoyles.
Yeah.
Or it was like a very happy location scout.
It was very Shakespeare.
What?
I don't know. They're like back in the old times. There's a big storm. I've seen this episode. It had Shakespeare in it.
I don't know that you have. I guess there are some
Right, Shakespeare
similarities.
Code, same thing. Big monsters.
I mean, they're different periods of history.
Yeah, but they're wearing old clothes, and old is old. Whenever it's not the
Vampires
present.
in Venice does just feel a bit random, though. Whereas, like, Shakespeare and witches, like, I get that. Oh, here we go. He's about to
Ooh,
throw down. I love his outfit. Do you think I could pull that off?
it is. It's a good outfit. Absolutely.
Yeah. I could do a
Always gonna get it
great
all wet.
cosplay of this guy.
No.
Like, cut my hair a bit. Just don't wear the glasses. It's basically me, you know? Look at my thumbnail and then look at the guy. Same guy.
If the doctor just didn't have a thing against guns, how much easier do you think his life would be?
I mean, you could say that
If he
about
was evil,
like Caden. If we just didn't have a thing about slavery, how much easier would construction projects be? You know, like you can
if the
say
doctor
this
was
stuff.
evil, every episode would be done in 10 minutes. We would need a
I
anti-evil
mean,
doctor
yeah.
to come by and stop him.
I mean, go listen to the War Master. I guess go see how easy his job is. Where's the fourth Doctor snapping someone's neck when you need him? You know. Oh, I like cello. I am the Doctor. Is that Rory's theme?
I am the Rory.
I like that they're giving Rory I am the Doctor. Rory saving the day with your mom jokes.
Uh,
It's like,
I love
wow.
the plot relevant mom burn.
I'm gonna become one of the Rory fans. Amy's fine, but like Rory? Look at that chicken, too. Love him just hanging out. Is he making lightsaber noises?
Yeah, to be threatening.
Hang on. Is that a, like... There was a meme of, like, just some kid with a lightsaber in their house. Was that around now or was that earlier? Was that a reference to...
I think that'd be
No?
earlier than this.
I'm not usually the meme person. Oh.
That one's very old.
We love Rory. I need to listen to Rory's solo range after this. I might like it better. Ow.
Rory, inconvenient
I feel like
timing.
he's dead now.
Oh, big tail.
I think it's a little cloudy.
Oh
Okay.
my!
I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. I feel like they've been in the sun a little bit more than that.
They have been.
She even acknowledges that was lucky. Do we just not want Rory to stab him? That is all hair. That is...
And fish.
How many takes of that scene was just hair for both of them? I mean, I Am the Doctor is amazing. You know what? That's what I'm looking forward to the most about the 11th Doctor's audio. I Am the Doctor. I don't think I can even... I have no idea what Capaldi's theme is. I'm trying to think, and I just can't bring it to mind.
Glad to see that the servant is leaving and robbing them.
I mean, you know, what else are you gonna do? Yeah, there you can see the wire now on the right. Can Venice get tidal waves? Hey, they can. I think we're gonna gloss over that one. You know, hilariously, not that long ago, I listened to an audio where the evil people wanted to flood Venice. Funny
Popular.
that. Yeah.
These days, you know.
What else are you gonna do to Venice? I mean, even real Venice is flooding Venice, you know? I will say, this one's got a
Very
lot of
enthusiastic
loud
crowd.
music. See, look, I guess there aren't any vampires left to fly up.
Yeah.
But,
All got blown up.
that's just not going to be addressed. This is why I think a Toby Whitehouse era would have been interesting, because I don't really love any of his stories, but they're all solid. Like, it's a good baseline for an era.
Mm.
But a showrunner's a lot more than just the writing, too. And then he does, like, an Assassin's Creed, like,
Yeah, see, I've seen this. Idiot's Lantern.
When was Assassin's Creed 1? That was 2009? Like, I bet 2 is
Eons
popular
ago.
right now. I think it's, like, 2009. I could be earlier. I want to know now. You should Google that. We haven't really addressed it, but is it gonna rain forever? Because I don't really know how you
2007.
flood Venice on the coast by, like... You can flood it for a bit. Venice does flood all the time, but not, like, forever, you know?
The original Assassin's Creed was 2007.
Yeah, almost 20 years ago. Caden, I'd just like to point out that you called 2007 eons ago,
Absolutely eons
two
ago.
years
Yeah.
after your birth.
Just forever ago.
Ever ago. You old now?
No, I'm young as could be. Spry, youthful.
I think the perception filter's heart just failed. Did you hear that?
No.
It gave the like dead heart tone.
Oh.
It's a PG show.
Well, what are you doing here? She shouldn't need to take it off. She's not actually wearing it. It's perception.
Look, Caden, that's not important. There's been a lot of instances like that. I mean, he might go back and change some things, but shh. This human tastes like fish. I also think we don't really address this.
What's it gonna do about all the fish?
It'll be fine. Wonder genuinely, like, how many people fall in the canal, like, every day in Venice. You know? It's not the
Yeah.
worst thing. It's just the canal, but... What is the next stop? Oh, yeah, Chibnall. No, it's not. It's Amy's choice. We can do more hair kisses.
Doctor was so okay with this. I didn't expect that.
See, that one didn't
I guess
have
he had
hair. That was a
for
good
a
one.
while.
Huh? You know, people complain that Clara basically becomes the Doctor, and she does, but Amy becomes the Doctor in a different way. Amy's the new main character.
What was it?
Yeah, that's not how that works, but, you know, good on you. Hey, I've set up a few jokes I've never followed out. Oh my god. Yeah,
Whoa!
That's not how the silence works, but
What a crazy
yay!
transition and completely unnecessary.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that is this season's arc.
Uh,
Wait, no, it's not. Do we even see a silence this season? I don't think we do. They're next. No, I mean all 3 seasons are centered around like the big silence must fall thing to some extent. But we don't see a silence until next. I assume you remember the silence.
I do remember the. I remember
Yeah.
liking them too. I think they're cool.
You would recognize them. I just wasn't sure if you'd know the name.
I know exactly what they look like.
Ironically enough.
I got one of them eye
No,
patches.
but like this gets resolved when 11 regenerates. You'll think it's resolved sooner, but no, it's I do like the concept, but if he wasn't gonna fully think through the silence, Moffat did just put a little bit too much into the early stuff, like this thing where everyone went quiet. And have we heard a silence yet? We hear someone say "silence must fall."
I don't know about.
I think it's one of the finale episodes this season. We hear a silence say "silence must fall," and that's just not what they sound like. But you know, I mean, there are costs to doing a thing like this. It wasn't really till next season the silence got sorted out. And honestly, by the sounds of it, it probably wasn't till season like 6 or 7 when they kind of figured out what the whole silence must fall thing was. Because I mean, it's largely vague enough he can do whatever the hell he wants with it at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with writing like that, but sometimes you get this.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. Vampires of Venice.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was I'd
You're
say it
not
was
gonna
good.
write home about it, but it's a good
Nah, I wouldn't say it was great.
baseline episode.
But I'd say it was
It's
good.
got some problems. Like we literally didn't address the vampires in the river. He wasn't even like,
Yeah.
they'll starve in a week or something, which is actually really dark, come to think of it. But like, they're just gonna eat people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for a while probably.
They fly, but you know, it was good enough. It had good character work. I do really like Rory. I think I'm gonna become one of those like screw Amy. Rory's where it's at
I
kind of
remember
people.
liking Rory, yeah.
I mean, I never disliked him, but I feel like I was never really drawn to him. Or like, I don't know. I liking him a lot more this time.
Yeah.
He kind of comes like in and out of the focus. But yeah, I mean, next week. I assume you're good for next week.
Yep.
Amy's Choice, which I kind of forgot how quickly we set up this whole thing of like basically like who would Amy choose kind of vibes with Amy and the Doctor. Or sorry, Rory and the Doctor. Uh, but we're supposed to resolve that next episode. We'll see how that works because some people
If it's the one
still
if it's the
Dream
one I
Lord.
think it is, I think I really like it.
Yeah, very character driven. That's a good one. Some people always see Amy as like a who would they choose or like competing boyfriends vibes, which is just not what it's supposed to be beyond like this after
Mhm.
next episode, really. But we'll see how it works. And then we'll get to say hello to Chibnall again, who wasn't very Chibnall during the Davies one, but I feel like he's very Chibnall from this point out. So we'll get to that'll be fun. Of course, he wrote the best episode of Doctor Who in your mind, Dinosaurs on a Spaceship.
Absolutely factual. Yeah.
Which is, of course, where we're gonna watch and just stop because you'll realize Doctor Who will have peaked again.
Yeah, it'll
There's just
only get
no
worse from
point.
there and quickly.
Oh yeah, very quickly. I feel like you didn't like Space Babies, which isn't a great sign. Again, I'll just say,
I mean,
well,
it was
you were alright.
it was okay.
Look, I've
I
said
didn't
that
hate it. I gave it a 5.
I've said that Space Babies is like Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, where if you're not really engaged in like the initial premise inherently, then it's like fine
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I also have Chibnall complaints about dinosaurs, but it'll be interesting to kind of explore Chibnall with you. And of course, there's still a world where we just stop doing this at some point in the 13th Doctor's era. Annoyingly, though, I've got to finish it if I want to go through TARDIS Guide and like rate them all. But no, I'm really interested in Hungry Earth Cold Blood. I said before, it is just a 13th Doctor episode starring Matt Smith. So I'm interested to go back. It's the Silurian story, TM. I just switched into another Silurian story on audio. Every Silurian story with the Silurian is the Silurian story, TM. But
Sounds like
you've only heard it once.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one. The VNA, Virgin New Adventure, Blood Heat, is a Silurian story that is not the Silurian story, TM.
Whoa.
It's an alternate. This is the premise. It's fine. It's a Seventh Doctor story where they go to an alternate universe where the Silurians won in the original Silurian story. So like, they've already won. It's not the Silurian story, which is pretty good, and it's the only one as far as I can tell. Even the hotels, what was it, Joy to the World, had to like shoehorn in that like he's the only Silurian. It's just him. Everyone else we're just leaving in their cryo. I don't know. We're sick of it, Caden. And we'll probably do another. Actually, we just had the war between the land and the sea, didn't we? We still haven't watched that, but that's the Silurian story again, I'm sure. Because that's all. I think there's a big finish that like takes place just when the Silurians rule Earth, so it's not the Silurian story. But there aren't humans in it either, so take that what you will. But yeah. Oh, you know what? Do you want to know what that story's rated on TARDIS
Yeah, what's it
Guide?
rated?
On TARDIS Guide, which again is gonna bias the type of fans who would rate things on a Doctor Who fan website. 3.14, which, you know what? I think that's a little harsh. I feel like I'd give it a 3.75 if I could. It's one of those.
Oh,
But,
wow. I
I understand
with
3
Limit.
stars because like they don't really solve the plot. There's like the guy just explodes at one point. Like I understand it, but for me, the rest of it was good enough. It didn't really affect me, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna round it down to the 3.5, but I'd probably give it 3.75 if I could. I liked it. All right. And with that, I think I will say thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time!